Once upon a time, deep in the heart of a green and peaceful forest, there lived many animals. Among them were two who were very well known: Cancel, the clever little mouse deer, and Rabbit, the proud and speedy runner. Cancel was small, but he was famous for his intelligence and clever tricks. He always found a way to escape from danger and outsmart those who underestimated him. On the other hand, Rabbit was strong, fast, and full of energy. However, he was also proud, sometimes too proud. He loved to boast about his speed and laugh at the slower animals. One bright morning, Rabbit hopped around the forest, telling everyone, "Look at me. No one in this forest can run faster than I can. I am the champion of speed." The other animals listened politely, but many of them rolled their eyes. They were tired of Rabbit's arrogance. When Cancel heard Rabbit's words, he smiled quietly. He thought to himself, maybe it's time to teach this rabbit a little lesson. Being fast is good, but being humble is better. Later that day, Rabbit came across Cancel near the river. With a mischievous grin, Rabbit teased him. "Hey, Cancel, look how small you are. I bet you can't run even half as fast as me." Cancel replied calmly, "Well, Rabbit, you may be fast, but speed is not everything. Do you want to prove it?" Rabbit's ears stood up. "Are you challenging me to a race?" he asked, laughing loudly. Cancel nodded. "Yes, let's have a race tomorrow morning. From the big mango tree on the hill, down through the meadow, across the river, and back again. The one who reaches the mango tree first will be the winner." Rabbit clapped his paws and laughed. "This will be so easy. Everyone will see how fast I am compared to you, little Cancel. I accept your challenge." Soon, the news spread across the forest. All the animals were excited. They gathered the next morning to watch the unusual race between the tiny Cancel and the proud Rabbit. The sun rose, shining golden rays on the forest. The animals gathered near the mango tree. Squirrel was chosen to be the referee. "On your marks, get set, go," shouted Squirrel. Rabbit sprinted forward, like the wind, leaving a cloud of dust behind. Cancel, however, did not move very fast. He only trotted calmly. The other animals shook their heads. "Poor Cancel, he will lose so badly," they whispered. But Cancel had a secret plan. The night before, he had asked his friends, the other mouse deer, who looked just like him, to help. They hid at different parts of the racetrack, ready to take turns appearing as if they were the same Cancel. When Rabbit looked behind after running across the meadow, he was shocked. "What? How is Cancel right behind me already?" he gasped. He didn't know it was actually another mouse deer friend waiting at that spot. Rabbit pushed himself harder. He ran faster across the river, splashing water everywhere. But when he reached the other side, there was Cancel again, calmly trotting just ahead of him. "This is impossible," cried Rabbit. He was sweating, his legs were tired, but his pride wouldn't let him stop. The race became more intense. Rabbit was determined to win. He leaped across rocks, ran through tall grass, and dashed up the hill. His heart was pounding. Each time he thought he was ahead, he saw Cancel still in front of him. The clever trick worked perfectly. Rabbit had no idea that there were several mouse deer helping one another. Finally, as they approached the mango tree, Rabbit gave all his strength for one last jump. He landed right beside the tree, gasping for air. But to his shock, Cancel was already there, waiting calmly, as if he had arrived long before. Rabbit's eyes widened. How did you do this? I am the fastest animal in the forest. You can't be faster than me." Cancel smiled wisely. "You are right, Rabbit. I cannot run faster than you. But I never said I would win with speed. I used my brain, while you only relied on your legs. Remember, cleverness and humility are just as important as strength and speed." The animals cheered for They laughed, not because Rabbit lost, but because they were happy to see his arrogance defeated. Rabbit hung his head low. At first, he was embarrassed and angry. But after a while, he looked at Cancel and said, "You are right, Cancel. I was too proud. I thought speed was everything. But today you taught me a lesson. From now on, I will try to be humble." Cancel nodded. "Good, Rabbit. Remember, every animal has its own strength. Some are fast, some are strong, some are clever. But none of us are better than the others. We all need one another to live in harmony." From that day on, Rabbit no longer boasted about his speed. He still loved to run, but he used his strength to help others, carrying food quickly, warning the forest of danger, and playing fair games with the younger animals. As for Cancel, he remained a clever little mouse deer, always using his intelligence, not only to protect himself, but also to remind others of the value of wisdom and humility. And so, the forest lived in peace, filled with laughter, lessons, and friendship.